Greetings, gentle viewers.
And, howdy.
Everything sure sucks, huh? Yeah, things look great. Kokichi's the mastermind, reactivates the Exosols, carries Kaito off, gets the thingy that turns the alarm off
From Shuichi.
for the Exosol hangar, which has a murder window, and Kaito is going to be in there. We find the truth of the outside world.
Well, as much of it as we can trust coming from Kokichi.
Well, I'm getting to that. Seems bad. Oh, and it's bad.
Oh, it's bad. Make no mistake.
But there is just one thing that we really didn't think of until we were done. See, I have my doubts.
Speaking of having doubts, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
As always, I'm the opinionator.
Are you, though?
You don't have doubts about that. Besides, I'm sure that gag's been made plenty of times before.
And I'm We Squared.
All I want to bring up here is this. It just hadn't occurred to me, but doesn't this parallel chapter 3 of the Monocubs story?
When Monodem took over the killing game?
Monodem took over the entire killing game on an ideological point of view. It was all about everybody needs to get along with each other while doing this killing game. And took over the infrastructure of the entire game and ran it. He did not retain support.
No.
Ran into a situation that he couldn't handle and committed suicide.
Yep.
This isn't the final chapter.
No.
The next one is. Is it going to be a Kokichi has declared himself the mastermind, but that doesn't mean that any of that stuff he said was true.
Right.
Maybe 90% of it was true, but I mean, was he really the person who was the leader of said cult?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But he has taken over the killing game based on a particular type of ideology, as in his own way of thinking, his own worldview.
Right.
Because Kokichi and worldview conflicts have been very much at the fore of this entire game so far. The fact that this is all over a worldview conflict is what led me to think about Monodem and compare it to that. So, is it going to end with Kokichi's suicide when he's proven wrong?
I don't know. I don't think he's that weak.
But we don't know what?
Yeah, we don't know the circumstances.
Well, I don't mean like super specifically.
I see what you mean.
I'm just saying, like, in order to properly mirror it with Monodem. See, the idea would be, it's not that it's to mirror the Monocubs, it's that the Monocubs actually mirror the main story, just in the wrong order.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's pretty clever.
It's just an idea. It may not be the case, but it would, considering that there's still one more chapter. And by the way, where's Monokuma?
Who knows?
Yeah, he just wasn't even there at the last announcement. So it could be that. He solved the entire mystery for us. The mystery of everything. And left. And as we have learned up to this point, every time Kokichi gets upset, he just spills the beans and ruins everyone's fun. And then he just pouts.
And leaves.
Well, he doesn't leave in the middle of a trial.
Oh, that's true. He would if he could.
Yeah. In any case, we've been extremely nonchalant about the whole spaceship apocalypse thing, and we'll probably stay that way.
Yeah.
At least a little bit longer. We'll probably have our thoughts on it. You know, we're not going to be like, oh gosh, could you imagine? I mean, the characters are going to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll weigh in on that at some point. One more point I meant to bring up about doubting Kokichi as the mastermind and instead thinking of him as the usurper.
Mm-hmm.
Since we got the details of we've been in space for a couple hundred years, why did we even go out for a couple hundred years? Why did it take him this long?
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't he have just gone out for a while and then turned it back?
Yeah.
And what turned the ship back?
Yeah, there's still a lot that we don't know about.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense here.
And that's why that's hence the doubt Kokichi's story. Like, did somebody wake up and change the direction of the ship? Because that's what the mastermind wanted to do?
Either that, or if they were in cryogenic sleep, then the support robots that became the monocubs or whatever must have made a decision like that at some point, you know?
If those even exist.
If that's even what they are, yeah.
And then what about what Rantaro said? This isn't the first time this happened. Now, maybe he was referring to the other games.
Maybe. But there's been several hints that there might be some kind of looping going on.
In some way. Though, again, we could be misinterpreting that.
True.
Well, anyway, we'll shut up. He left us there with the truth. The truth of our despair. I mean, how do you even move on from this?
Yeah.
Tsumugi, are you okay? I mean, what a dumb question.
Especially asking them this soon after it was revealed to them. They have to process it, you know?
She's got 1,000-yard stare. It's no use talking to her right now.
If any of these people are going to crack, this is going to be what causes it.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, I'm worried that it could be Tsumugi. I hope it's not. I'm not accusing her of anything. I feel bad for having taken so many dumps on Kibo, and he's turned out to...
Yeah, Kibo turned out to just be a fairly excellent person, you know?
Are you okay?
What kind of freaking question is that? Am I okay? How could I be okay? In the outside world, everything's destroyed. Everyone's dead. Everyone in school, everyone in my neighborhood, they're all dead.
Calm down, Hiniko. How can you say calm down? For that matter, is there anyone who calms down when you tell them that?
Right. What am I supposed to do now? There's no point in living anymore.
Maki. Coward.
Okay.
I know.
Well, now, hold on. I think that's being kind of unfair.
It's the don't give it to him.
No, I know exactly what it is, but
I'm reminding the audience, Billy.
Oh, I don't care about the audience.
The audience gets a vote, too. For instance...
Oh, nice. I like that. We should remember that.
They could always leave.
Oh,
we don't want that.
True. Okay, fair enough. I rescind my snark.
In any case, what were you saying?
All refusing him would have done is he would have hurt Shuichi and taken the remote anyway.
I think the worst thing you can do in a situation like that is accept the dominance of someone else. The moment you accept it once, you have accepted it forever.
Yeah, okay, when you put it like that, that makes sense.
I mean, I'm not unsympathetic to him or to what you said.
No, I mean, you're right. Just, more people being injured isn't going to help them.
I don't blame him for that. I don't blame Shuichi for just giving it to him. But I'm not going to stick up in his defense for it. I'm closer to Maki on this one.
But...
I just don't have the strength. I can't fight back. I can't do it.
Which means...
The Ultimate Academy is a spaceship, and we're the 16 survivors of humanity.
Why are you even here? I know I just earlier was like, we've been mean to Kibo, and now I'm like, why is a robot here?
Well, as far as being the new Adams and Eves of humanity, he's not really going to contribute much in that way.
That's right.
Ain't no amount of fully functional and anatomically correct, bonus points if you get that reference, is going to help here.
Yeah. If the Gopher Project really did select 16 ultimate high school students, why was he one of the 16?
Right?
I mean, bringing him along? Okay, great.
But he'd be like part of the staff or something, you know?
He should be part of the staff, not one of the students. I mean, there's a very specific farking reason. I mean, what, is he gonna make people who can do his maintenance?
Oh, that's a good point.
He'll wear down and die eventually, too.
Unfortunately.
This killing game we've been playing. Why pit the remnants of humanity against each other for a world that no longer exists? And the mastermind who engineered all this and is forcing us to participate is Kokichi.
Yeah, it's meaningless, pointless, and horrible. Nothing good comes of it. Nothing good at all.
Yeah, like in the first one, the whole thing was being broadcast to kind of prove Junko's point to the world and throw more people into despair. That isn't what happened, but that was the point of it. But why the same format here? Who's it going to fill it's not going to fill other people with despair, the other people that don't exist, but it's still got kind of the same format, doesn't it?
Well, I do think you were saying two different things simultaneously with all that. It's not being broadcast.
Oh, yeah, there aren't cameras. There's just monitors.
It's just not being broadcast. It could be, but there's nobody to broadcast it to, so it's not being broadcast. Monokuma even said that. If it were being broadcast, if other people were watching.
Yeah.
If Kokichi is really the mastermind, then it's all because this is what he wants to see. And if Kokichi isn't the mastermind, then I don't know why it's happening.
Yeah.
But the point is, there is no point.
Yeah.
And something that is pointless isn't interesting or cool, it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
As for the being surprised about Kokichi, he's been telling you the whole time. Just because he's one of your classmates, supposedly.
Right.
Doesn't mean that he's automatically
on your side.
Or that he couldn't possibly be a bad person.
Korikyo was their classmate too.
Yeah, Korikyo was also here. It's like a group dynamic thing. It's a very Japanese thing. That how could it be someone in my class? Because we're all supposed to be getting along and looking out for each other, because when we're placed in a socially social group, we have to do the group dynamic because it's culture.
I see.
Meanwhile, you and I were in high school in the age of see that guy who's got like a dark personality, doesn't care about school and is gloomy and likes to wear a black trench coat? He's the Columbine killer.
Yeah.
But the thing is those are the guys you gotta suspect. Billy was one of those people.
Whoa, hold on. I think you need to specify which aspect of that. You're gonna start giving people the wrong idea here.
So yeah, when he's telling you who he is, you listen to him. Why would you doubt him?
Oh no!
God, I can't! My mind feels like it's about to short circuit!
Mine too.
Alright, great talk everyone. Let's split and go to bed.
The whole truth was revealed. The conclusion. This is the end. There is no outside world. We're the only humans left alive. Trying to get outside was pointless, and we played the killing game for it. It was all meaningless. That's the conclusion.
Then it rolls the credits. Oh.
I'd be surprised.
Nonsense! So, what did all the others die for then?
Regardless of what's true, regardless of what the current situation is, and not counting psychopathic maniac killers like Korekiyo. Or delusional madmen, women like Kirumi. They died so that everyone here would live.
Yes, regardless of the motive behind all of this, that is true.
So that the people here might live. If you don't give up, that never loses its meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the despair that Gonta felt. So much despair you want to die. It really is just like that. If it's like this, it would have been better if I died a lot earlier.
No, that's not the case. That's wrong.
Then it's all over now.
That's true. This is the end of everything. Our story ends here. There will be no more death, no more killing game. It's all pointless. The truth is, we all should have just died a long time ago.
No.
I just can't agree.
No. No. Just no.
At the very least, Kaito has a terminal illness, Kokichi is evil, and Kibo is a robot. So Shuichi kind of gets to repopulate the human race.
We're trying to be serious here, David.
Well, I know, and yeah, that's a joke, but it's like...
I know.
Well, no, I'm not. I just can't agree with giving up. For instance, what about, okay, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is, and it sucks, and I don't think I have the strength to try and Adam and Eve the human race, if you know what I'm saying. Snark, 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 snark. No. I don't know if I have the strength to go on. So in that case, there is, however, one thing that will definitely make me feel a lot better. If it's all meaningless, then there's one thing that would make me feel a lot better, and that is going and beating the ever-loving shit out of Kokichi.
Yeah? If everything's screwed and you're all gonna die anyway, then all bets are off.
There's that as an option. And if you were really gonna believe that this whole time, if it was just, well, that's the end, time to completely give up, well then why didn't you just fight back and get killed by the Exisals
earlier? Yeah. Or right then even, yeah.
Because at that point, you're doing it for a reason and not giving up while still embracing the fact that you can't move on and accepting your death. There's something honorable about that.
Now, fair enough. We're both adults, and so we've had a lot of time to think about this sort of thing. And these are teenagers who are emotionally immature.
That's true.
But still.
I'm being too flippant. It's true. I should stop. They haven't had a chance to process this at all. That's not fair of me. I don't even remember how I got back to my room. But before I knew it, I felt my body in the bed, numb. I didn't want to sleep. I just wanted to run away from the despair. But the sleep came anyway.
Now for a Kokichi theater. Oh!
Huh.
Okay. Titanic, yeah.
Right.
Did you know that when you talk to someone on a cell phone, you're not hearing their real voice? Isn't technology amazing? Their voice is converted to synthetic sound while you're both communicating. By breaking down their voice into various waveform patterns, the phone reassembles those patterns to recreate characteristics of the speaker's voice. This reduces the amount of voice data that needs to be sent to make the call possible. Also, you know how shaved ice has flavored syrups such as strawberry, melon, and lemon?
Oh yeah, those flavors are totally fake.
They're all the same flavor.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
The only difference is the aroma and the food coloring dye. Do you think these facts are lies? Do you deny that these facts are lies?
What would the world be like if all lies were denied outright?
Do you want me to say worse? No? Do you think people have to be lied to because they can't handle the truth? It just shows that you don't respect people enough to think that they could come to an understanding about anything. That seems like crap to me.
I bet it would be a very lonesome world. Lies are what make the world go round.
Well, yeah, but they shouldn't be. What's the benefit we get out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what the benefit we get out of it is. No one trusts anybody else for good reason. And we all effing hate each other. So maybe the way that we're doing it right now is wrong.
Okay.
Still no Monokuma. Monokuma must not be here anymore. There's no point to morning announcements now. So, it's really over. There's no point to this killing game anymore. There never was!
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to go outside.
That's what he means. Because, like, that was one of the things that was like, if you win, you get to go outside.
There's no reason to keep living. There's no reason to live.
Oh.
There's no reason to live. There's no reason to live. There's no reason to live. This is an epilogue. All that's left is to take up time. Time to hang out a lot. What a boring, miserable story. There's nothing I can do anymore. Also, it's because part of the mystery has all been solved. What does a detective matter? But that's like looking for a place.
Yeah.
It's in a slightly different type of deal than the rest of it. Like the ARG, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what everybody else is doing.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
I wonder what Kaito is doing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder if Kaito's okay. Is he...
This is giving me Chapter 4 Dangan 2 vibes when everyone's starting to break down and die from the hunger. And Hajime's like crawling towards the mystery room, you know?
I'm reminded of that one ending in Steins Gate.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's no use. My mind isn't working. And my body... You know, a very healthy skill to have at a time like this is denial.
Yeah.
This is one of the times when being in denial will really help you out.
Yeah, yeah. If you're searching for the meaning of life, you're already doing it wrong. You should just stop.
Evil Dead?
No, Evil Dead only has the one dead eye, didn't it? This is like a horde of zombies, and it's in black and white, so I think it's Night of the Living Dead or something like that.
To be honest, I've really never seen... Well, I was thinking of Evil Dead 2, but I was never... You're right. I was never... Never! I could never convince... I've never seen any of those George Romero zombie movies. I don't care about zombies.
I like the genre, but find most of the stuff in the genre to be kind of boring.
Have you seen the George Romero movies?
To be perfectly honest, it's been so long since I've seen them, I don't remember them very well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Your life doesn't need a meaning, it just needs a purpose. In other words, you just need something to live for. Why am I giving the motivational speech here? You can live for spending time with loved ones or chasing dreams.
Yeah, this is an argument. This is an argument that you'll hear. It is one. I don't feel like it completely is lacking, but I don't feel like it has much punch either.
You can even live for eating delicious food or playing games. Most people can get by as long as they have something to live for. If you say Danganronpa is your reason to live, I couldn't be happier. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you. See you all next time.
I guess we're waiting for Danganronpa 4 then.
Jeez Louise.
Dude, maybe you should, get up, go to the bathroom, drink some water, eat some food.
Take a bath?
You don't have the willpower to starve yourself to death, so quit pretending that you do. It's actually bizarre to be able to just willfully starve yourself to death. Oh, people have done it. It's phenomenally hard. It's morning. How long have I been like this? I should get up, or I might not ever get up again. I don't care if I just kill myself.
And now Maki's going to come over here and slap the stupid out of him.
What? My body reacted reflexively as I heard the doorbell.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
My voice acted reflexively as I heard the doorbell. Oh, maybe I should kill myself. Oh! Maki! Somewhat surprised that I even managed to get out of bed, I went to the door.
I'm surprised he got to the bed. It seemed to me he just flopped on the floor.
And with all the crying, not that I'm making fun of that, but we've never seen the crying on screen like that before. He should be totes dehydrated, man. And also way not having enough salt left. You got to go eat 5 bags of chips. Do it for your health. Maki!
Kivo!
I feel so happy I'll find coins in the trash. On my feet for the first time in a long while, I walked uneasily to the door.
It's Himiko and she's had her growth spurt just
and she's 2 feet taller and is the opposite of titless.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 2 feet taller might actually make her... How tall is she? If they didn't want me to do this, we shouldn't have got that.
Okay, yeah, she'd be an Amazon.
Yeah, maybe not Amazon level. I slowly opened it and...
Yep. Now watch. She's going to drag him out there, and everyone else is going to have already come to terms with everything and is ready to move on.
Or at least enough for 2 days later.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what I was saying about denial. You don't have to process this, but you do have to live a little bit. You look terrible.
Oh God, he does!
Maki.
He's got dark spots under his eyes. Kind of paler, I think.
Go take a shower or something. Anything to help your face. When was the last time you drank any water? Have you been sleeping in the same clothes? Oh my God. I'll be in the dining hall with, like Billy said, everyone else. Come on, okay?
Huh?
Everyone?
Okay.
I'll be waiting, so hurry up. Maki spoke curtly and left. Everyone is waiting in the dining hall. I guess I should go. I've been ordered to take a shower, change my clothes, so I won't. Oh, okay. I hurried and took a hot shower, then left my room.
And then I realized, man, I'm hungry!
Yeah, this reminds me of when I had salmonella. I hit the wrong button!
Hitting the wrong button reminds you of when you had salmonella?
Not particularly. No, when I was able to, like, move properly after 2 days, I was so hungry. I felt like I could eat a horse, and the only thing that was around was, like, a little bowl of soup.
I thought you were going to go somewhere a little darker. And the only thing that was around was a little chihuahua.
I was in a college dorm, so... See, if I hit that button in a map area, it brings up the map zoom so I can look for the peoples.
She said they were all waiting in the dining room.
Well, you never know. Anyway. Yeah.
No, as everyone can be.
Right. Everyone as everyone could be. It's a really good statement. I like that.
You're welcome.
Was in the dining hall, besides Kokichi and Kaito. But mentally, they weren't really there. The life had gone out of their eyes.
So she had drugged them all here, basically.
Well, she has experience being like this.
I guess she does.
Everyone here looks terrible.
Really? Even I look terrible?
Hey, doesn't that speak well for you? Or are you gonna say that's robophobic too?
I don't have the heart. Well, your face always looks like that. Boom. Sick burn. What are we talking about? We're discussing how we want to die, right?
No, we're not.
Is that really the first place? No, it's not fair for me to discuss that, to say it like that in light of this.
Yeah.
I suppose for me, it is like this. This is not the first, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh, or the eighth, or the ninth, or the 10th, or the 11th time I've seen an apocalypse story. That's something that comes up in science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it's not awful. It is. But every last one of them is like, but we should continue living. At least as long as we can. The answer was always hope, not despair. Mm-hmm. There was this one interesting take that I saw where it really was like, yeah, we're all going to die. That's totally going to happen within the next 20 or 30 years. But as long as those 20 or 30 years are still here, we should all at least...
live as much as we can?
Yes.
Make those years more worthwhile?
Yeah. And it was really gloomy. I kind of liked it, though.
I mean, the fact that we die is what makes life worth it. It's what gives life meaning and makes it meaningful. It makes, like, every second we spend here important, you know?
Perhaps. I'm not really here to do the whole Monokuma discusses the meaning of life thing. I'm just saying, I understand the characters are in a totally different place than me, and it's just I've seen so many apocalyptic stories where the answer wasn't immediately, let's just all die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure they'll get there.
Yeah, they will.
And it's going to be Maki of all people. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Huh?
What?
I want to go without suffering. Maki, can you do something about that?
Okay.
Sure. But before that, take a look at this.
Ah!
Is that a flashback light?
Ho-ho!
Also, can they really just instantly believe everything Kokichi says?
No, they shouldn't. Oh, Yeah, we'll just believe the person who lies all the time when he's like, all right now, this time I'm telling nothing but the truth. You can almost hear the wink in his voice,
Yeah. And wouldn't you know it, reality is completely bended to the way I think things ought to be in a way that would be interesting for me.
How convenient! Even in such a dire situation, robophobia still persists.
Oh, you poor victim.
The flashback light. But now that we've learned everything, there's no point to it. Don't stop me. I just want to die. Tenko probably wouldn't be mad if I chose to die in this situation.
God almighty.
Maki, why do you have that?
I see.
It was on top of the table when I went to the dining hall this morning.
Oh, really?
It was just sitting there, as if placed there by, say, Monokuma.
Huh.
Kokichi probably just put it there.
Well then.
To confirm the truth, perhaps? If we use that flashback light, we may recover memories that corroborate his story. So we're supposed to use the flashback light to confirm the truth Kokichi told us? We don't need to confirm anything. We saw the outside world for ourselves.
Maybe, maybe not. And in any case, that doesn't mean you know everything about it.
Yeah.
I'm still suspicious that the entire atmosphere burned away.
Yeah!
Or at the very least, that the composition of the atmosphere changed so significantly that there's not enough oxygen to breathe.
Yeah, I'm very suspicious of that too.
I don't know anything about that type of science, so I really could just be flat out wrong. But how many meteorites would have to hit the planet?
It'd have to be like a saturation bombing or something that hit the whole thing, right?
And how can it, completely encircle the Earth from all sides?
Right?
And if it didn't completely encircle the Earth from all sides, then how come the atmosphere is gone everywhere?
Yeah.
We don't know what we saw. We only know what it looks like we saw.
Correct.
If there was no atmosphere, and I keep pointing that out, the atmosphere, because nobody could breathe.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. If there was no atmosphere, then why did it look like everything had been exposed to superheat?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. How is it all burned away if there was no atmosphere,
If there was no atmosphere, there's nothing trapping in the heat, and so it would be
a cold, lifeless husk.
Unless it was at the daytime at that time, I guess. Anyway, it's always better to confirm the damn truth.
Hey.
Do you want to die comfortably? I can help you, but we should check the flashback light first.
I wonder if she's already used it.
Probably. Or if not, well, wouldn't that be hope?
Well, this game's more about lies and belief than despair and hope. Not lies and truth, lies and belief.
Huh?
Why do we have to do that?
Because
it's the only thing we can do right now. If we're going to die, then we might as well do anything we can. We'll have no regrets that way.
That's right.
like you were saying.
Yeah. And even if it is dangerous, it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Either way, there's nothing for us to lose. We don't have any hope left.
Well...
So, let's do what we can.
Well, okay. Things won't end up any worse than they already are.
That's something of a pathetic little silver lining. At least literally nothing can ever be worse than this.
Nowhere to go but up.
No matter what happens!
So when you do kill me, Will it be like I'm falling asleep?
It's decided.
I like how she just glosses over that.
Kibo, Shuichi, are you fine with that?
Yes, very well then.
Okay.
Yeah. And thus it was decided, fairly painlessly. A flashback light suddenly appeared. Nothing could be more obvious and suspicious. But because our spirits were already broken, we had nothing to lose anyway.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Maki switched on the flashback light. And at that moment, the world flipped upside down, turned inside out.
Whoa! Have there been more words appearing in the background?
No, I don't think so. I think it's always been a bunch of words. But...
Because I've noticed some of those words. Like the biggest, most ultimate terrible thing in human history, Hope's Peak Academy, stuff like that.
Okay, no, I don't remember those.
Yeah.
Because, because of the outros, I have seen this footage a bunch of the flashback light cutscenes, but I did see some of the stuff you were saying. That's it. I remember. Everything is connected. And we had forgotten. We had forgotten that everything is connected. Whoa!
Yeah, Hope's Peak Academy.
It all started at that academy. A government-backed school that nurtured the most talented students in various subjects. Hope's Peak Academy.
I got goosebumps.
And the event that tore that school apart changed the world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Also known as the Bob event.
It triggered a wave of terrorism and war across the world. Humanity's true despair. Half the world was destroyed as a result of the terrible violence. And that tragedy was caused by a single high school girl.
Despair!
Ow! The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. She used whatever means necessary to paint the world in despair.
Including stupid, perfect, ridiculously accurate and effective brainwashing, but we're not talking about that.
The killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy was the same way. Trapped by the ultimate despair, forced into a killing game. But after Junko Enoshima died, the case was closed and the world began to slowly recover. But Junko's disciples, the remnants of despair, weren't done sowing chaos. The Future Foundation fought against them, trying to restore order. The war between hope and despair grew more and more extreme. The fight raged on, but came to a sudden end. And right then, it was from then on that we remembered. It was the beginning of our truth.
Uh-huh.
One day, terrible despair suddenly rained from the sky. A countless number of meteorites fell upon the world, carrying an unknown virus.
What?
Emboldened by the overwhelming despair, the remnants cried, "Humanity deserves damnation!" The Future Foundation was overwhelmed by the renewed despair and quickly lost influence. But then, Makoto Naegi, together with the former members of the Future Foundation, started the Gopher Project at Hope's Peak Academy.
Ha! That's amazing.
Only genius can overcome nature, and only hope can overcome despair. Our young geniuses must escape this earth to become the seeds of the future. That is the only hope for humanity. With those principles, the Gopher Project began, and 16 Hope's Peak students were selected. Unfortunately, some Lobo claiming to be the ultimate anthropologist was actually the ultimate serial killer, so maybe we shouldn't have sent him. But in any case, we were those 16 students. Incidentally, this is kind of my argument for space colonization. What if an asteroid hits the Earth?
Yeah.
Just like the one that brought the dinosaurs to extinction. Why should we so easily face
losing everything?
Yeah. That's it. We weren't all attending different high schools. We were all attending the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy. We were the students that applied after learning Hope's Peak was rebuilt. And the new Hope's Peak was like the last in that it accepted applications for talented students and cultivated ultimate talents. Hope's Peak Academy was a large school, so we were all in separate classes. But we were all students of Hope's Peak Academy. From the candidates, the 16 of us were selected for the Gopher Project because... No, we weren't selected. We were the only ones left.
Oh, jeez.
The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread rapidly around the world. The entire world was on the brink of extinction. Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. But we just happened to be immune to Radical 6. The virus.
Something snail.
That was the reason why we were chosen for the Gopher Project, and how that horrid asshole Korekiyo made it in. I finally remembered. Well, of course Kibo was going to be immune to the virus.
He's a robot. Come on.
That world, this world, it's all connected.
That's it!
Everyone, did you all remember? This is the third game in the series, and it's not all brand new.
Yes.
Yes! I can vividly recall everything now!
I guess.
Yeah! Why? How? Could we forget something so important?
Yeah.
We were students of Hope's Peak Academy! We were the symbols of hope, entrusted with the survival of humanity!
Okay.
Except for one person.
That punk.
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind behind this killing game. His organization's real identity...
The remnants of despair.
That's right. The cult organization out to destroy the Gopher Project. If Kokichi is the leader, that means he controls the remnants of despair. Out of all of us, he is the closest to the ultimate despair.
Well, he's much better.
Oh, yeah! He's way better than Junko, come on!
It's so obvious. A killing game like this could only be done by the remnants of despair.
Class trials, Monokuma, the students of Hope's Peak Academy. It's all just like Junko Enoshima's killing game. Only someone who worships the ultimate despair would replicate that killing game.
I actually don't think that Kokichi is all ultimate despair.
Me either.
I think he's just a super psychopath.
Yeah.
Which means
that this killing game is just like the one that came before. It's a battle between hope and despair.
A killing game that mires hope in dark despair.
Got a minute?
Wait, hold on. If this was such an important killing game, then why did Kokichi abandon it? Well, now go on.
That's also something the remnants of despair would do. They admire Junko Enoshima, right? He made an elaborate plan to cause us to despair, but he got bored of that plan.
Jeez.
Wanting to feel the despair of your plan being ruined? That's the ultimate despair for you.
That's kind of how Junko was at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of stupid, I feel.
Ho-hum.
Yeah, see, Maki's like, no, there's something weird going on.
hey,
That type of a twist only works if they twist it again.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Maki?
So what?
Nothing. I'm just not convinced. It's all so pat and all so simple. Ho-hum.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's probably fine, though. It's not a big deal. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, though. Not a big deal.
okay.
Are you sure?
But
We finally learned the truth, but we still can't do anything. Even if we get out of this academy, the outside world is still destroyed. There's no hope left for us.
Everyone!
No, we just need to become that hope. See, my name's Kibo. Hope, ha.
what's wrong?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
What's his inner voice saying now?
Yeah.
If I must.
If all hope is lost, then it's up to us to become that hope. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy, aren't we? We're all that's left of the 16 who survived the battle between hope and despair.
Listen closely.
If we give up now, everyone who fought on the side of hope will have fought for nothing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I agree with that. Like, absolutely. Fought for nothing.
I heard it.
That's, just like Damon said, what my inner voice is telling me. That no matter what, I cannot abandon hope. I cannot give up. Yes, that's what it's urging me to do.
Leave it to me.
So I will not despair. Even if it's only a little, I will move forward with hope.
Okay.
Kibo.
Listen closely.
Right now, there is no use in thinking about whether our lives have meaning or not. Because as long as we're alive, we still have the power to decide that meaning for ourselves.
That's also pablum, but that's literally the stuff that I was saying before, you know?
That's what I believe hope is.
It's like they finally got to the big thing and it was all just rote. I'm either suspicious or horribly disappointed.
I think we should be suspicious more than anything.
It's like going through the motions.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I see.
That's what hope is. I see. Yeah, you're right. We're the students of the new Hope's Peak Academy, rebuilt as the symbol of hope.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they're falling for a trap or something.
Well, it's just the way they're talking is unearned cheesiness.
Unearned cheesiness. I understand what that means. Yeah.
Like, the main characters of Trails games, or specifically Lloyd and Reen, everybody always chastises them for their cheesy motivational speeches, but like 90% of the time, unless you already hate the game and hate the genre,
Right.
and hate the setting, which there actually are people who do, who just like never click with Trails, and who hate that other people like it. It bothers them, but like 90% of the time, those so-called cheesy speeches, I actually thought were really good.
Same here.
Because it seemed to me that it was like earned. It never sounded like cheesiness. It sounded like what he was saying was right.
Yeah.
Okay? That's earned cheesiness.
Earned and unearned cheesiness.
But this, it's just like busting it out kind of inappropriately. And if it's really this, then Kokichi was like, oh, that's it. We learned the truth. Kokichi just told us everything and then walked off. And now we walk into a room, there's just a flashback light on the table. Oh, that's it. We've learned the truth. Now we're filled with hope. Let's go.
Kind of cheapens it?
Kind of? Yeah.
I didn't read that line.
Oh, well, here you go.
If we, the students of Hope's Peak, give up, the world really will be plunged into despair. I got it. In the end, it's all about willpower. I'm gonna live till the end and never give up.
Guys, you also sound like, and I'm gonna start that brand new diet tomorrow, and I'm gonna lose all the weight, and I'm gonna get back into shape, and this New Year's resolution will see me at the gym 5 times a week, and...
Are you calling me fat?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't go quite so far. Try to be reasonable.
Yeah.
We won't be able to do anything in that destroyed world.
Great, huh?
But making the impossible possible is what magic is all about. It's a pain, but it'll be worth it. I'll live for 100 million more years. Extreme meat magic.
You guys,
You're right.
you're right. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's fight together. Against despair.
Yes.
Yes. As long as we stand together without giving in to despair, we will find a new hope.
But you better look out. The Empire will strike back. We all stood in unison. We each felt the power of hope coursing through us, driving our bodies. Ho-hum.
Yeah. It does feel pretty, fragile? No, maybe not fragile, but empty?
The hope born in this academy, a tree of life with roots down deep. It was supporting each and every one of us.
Yeah, motivation is rushing through my entire body. This is the power of hope. With a laugh like that, you sound less like a mage and more like a wicked witch.
Check her hat.
Kokichi... Yeah, they're all kind of acting weird, aren't they? Kokichi may have left that flashback light to make us give up. But if that was his plan, it failed.
It's true. It does seem as though Kokichi's plan went wrong somewhere.
A big assumption there.
Yeah, as with this line. The only person who can give us flashback lights is Kokichi.
Hey,
So what's our plan now? What are we gonna do about Kokichi?
That's right.
We've got to stop you-know-who, the remnant of despair, or this despair will never end.
Okay.
We have to save Kaito too.
You're right.
Yeah, of course.
You're right.
He's so stupidly positive. He's just the kind of guy we need at a time like this.
that's right.
With Kaito by our side encouraging us, then even if we are the only people left, I think we can still find a new hope. Hope, 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 hope.
At least the man's name is Hope. Yeah, that's exactly right. I knew that. Even in a situation like this, he'd think of something.
The problem is, where are Kokichi and Kaito?
Why haven't you even... No, never mind. See, it's like, get our hero back. Kaito, the hero, he will save us with positivity.
Yeah.
But this time they kind of came to the same sort of positivity that he always had.
It's okay.
They're in the Exisol hangar, duh.
Huh?
Both of them. Kokichi did say that Kaito would be trapped in there, but
Okay.
By chance, I happened to see Kokichi leaving the hangar during nighttime yesterday.
What?
By chance? Really?
Right!
I bet the truth is you were worried about Kaito and were watching the hangar all day. Oh, someone needs to practice their blushing.
Looks like that was the case.
So what?
It's not like I was worried about Kaito or anything. I just had nothing else to do. Also, I'm used to watching others, so it wasn't any trouble. It's important for assassins to watch their targets and think of ways to kill them and...
Stop it.
Stop. We're just getting mushy. But you had to make it all bloody instead.
Well, we're gonna get there and 1 or 0 people will be alive.
Yeah.
100%.
We know they're in the Exisal hangar, but how do we get them out?
Electro hammers.
How do we get them out? How do we get them out? I can't listen to you, inner voice, right now.
It's been
By the way,
2 days. They're charged up.
Yeah! The hangar has an alarm system that will go off if anyone approaches the shutter. On top of that, Kokichi has the alarm remote key to shut off that alarm system. And there's also an electric barrier, right? You need to do something about that, too.
yes.
Yes, but even approaching the control panel will set off the alarm, too.
So many problems right from the start. What should we do?
It's okay.
It'll be fine. I think I know how to stop the alarm system and the electric barrier. Does she have an idea?
Then she's going to hold up the electro hammer and go, "Adoy!"
Well, I mean, seems obvious to me, but what do I know?
You need to think more like an assassin, David.
Do you want me to do that?
Kokichi.
I will not let Kokichi's despair win in the end. As students of Hope's Peak Academy, we must unite and fight back against despair. Yeah, it just feels like platitudes.
Yeah.
How did I forget I was a student of Hope's Peak Academy?
I suspect that Kokichi was very deliberate about erasing our memories. Because we've gained newfound power now that we remember Hope's Peak Academy.
You do? Well, I mean, I guess for the series that's pretty important, but I don't see any reason why they would necessarily.
I think you just more meant emotional power. Like, resolve, maybe?
It seems to me that if it weren't for Hope's Peak Academy, that none of these events would have actually happened in the first place.
Oh, Damon, stop being so blatantly accurate.
Kokichi was afraid of us awakening the power of hope.
Yeah, the platitudes are coming so thick, they've got to be turned around.
Right? Like, they're gonna go there and everyone's gonna be dead. And then that's just gonna be like a gut punch.
Even still, I think that's still not the twist.
Yeah. Let's do it, Shuichi. Let's rescue Kaito and stop Kokichi.
So how do you plan to get past the alarm system and the barrier?
Okay.
Well, duh! With the electro hammer! We have how many of them, and it's been...
David, put down the electro hammer!
I don't have one! It's just a regular hammer!
Well, put that down too!
If you hit the control panel with it, it should disable the electric barrier. We did the same thing to the electronic lock on the exit to the outside world.
But
it won't work the same way on the alarm system, will it?
Why would it not?
The alarm will go off before we can even get close enough to use the electro hammer.
So?
Well, I think they don't want to advertise to Kokichi that they're coming.
Okay, so there were 6 electro hammers.
Uh-huh.
There's 5 exisals.
Uh-huh.
And 1 door.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah, then you'll have 1 hammer that will still function after that. But the ones on the exisals, we've been specifically told that will instantly...
drain off everything. Yeah, drain the battery.
That's true.
Then we'll use this.
Oh, she nabbed it!
Oh, is that... It's not exactly a bomb, though, even if it is called an electro bomb. It jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled.
50 yards? How big's the hangar? Do you think that might be enough to mess with the exosols too?
We have no way of understanding scale of any location in this. When we've tried before, it's been weirdly wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple times, so I'm not even gonna try. It's perfect for any secret activities, too, since it doesn't leave any debris behind. This invention is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them. So I need to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers. By the way, you noticed that I did explain how these work, right?
But...
Oh, this is a flashback. I'm not supposed to do that.
Why do you have that, Maki? There were only 3, and I thought Kokichi had them.
I stole it from his pocket.
Oh, okay.
During that time...
As expected, your kleptomania and terrifying glare are both first class.
I'll take that as a compliment, but that's complete horse shit.
The terrifying glare part was a joke. So, can you stop glaring at me so terrifyingly?
That was the part that was true.
Thank you very much.
Nice work, Maki. We can use that electro bomb to get inside the hangar.
No.
Not only that, it will disable all communication.
So even if it doesn't take out the exosols, it should interfere with the remote, maybe.
If that's how it works.
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Okay.
That should include the remote control Kokichi uses for the exosols.
100%.
If we use the electro bomb in front of the shutter, it should affect the entire hangar.
Then Kokichi'll be as good as butt naked. All he'll be able to do is hold his crotch and run.
Red!
My hair is red, yes.
No.
But he might still be able to control an exosol from inside.
He ain't that short.
Yeah, he ain't that short.
Oh my!
Butt naked?
I have no idea if that even matters.
No.
Is this 13 Sentinels?
I'm pretty sure I'm reading somebody else's line.
No, I'm pretty sure he'll be close.
I see.
Then we should bring the electro hammers as a precaution against the exosols.
Yeah, dang. I just left mine sitting around without charging it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Does it have a USB plug-in? A wall mount? I mean, what?
Sorry.
Sorry, but I did too.
It takes 24 hours to charge an electro hammer, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning.
Huh?
We're going to wait until tomorrow morning? What about the hangar?
Well, with 2 of them down, we don't have enough for the exosols.
Yeah.
We don't really have a choice, do we? Without the electro hammers, it's impossible.
Remember,
Maki, I know that you don't want to wait a single minute more than necessary, but we don't have enough electro hammers. We shouldn't try this until tomorrow, when everyone is ready.
I mean, plus everyone else probably also needs to, sleep properly, rest, eat, etc.
That's true.
Fine, that's what we'll do then. This time, we'll definitely kill him.
Oh.
Kill?
Oh.
Well, I've been talking about this too.
No, I was thinking of something...
Yeah, if the killing game is still going on.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to worry about that too much.
Don't we?
Do you honestly believe that they'll both be alive when we get there?
Fair enough. No, I don't.
wait!
No, Maki, you can't. Even if he's a remnant of despair responsible for the annihilation of the entire world, that doesn't mean it's okay to kill him. If that's not okay, then who is? Hitler? How is Hitler worse? How is he worse? How? Explain it to me.
That punk.
But if we kill him, then everything will end. We have no other choice. For that reason, I will kill him.
No.
But you can't.
You're right.
I understand how you feel, Maki, but we'd feel bad after we killed him.
But what about what happened to everybody else?
Yeah, I don't think that's a really compelling argument there.
Even if you would feel bad, I mean, I'm not in favor of just killing everybody.
No.
But somebody, I am a big believer in mercy and forgiveness.
But some people need to die. Some people.
Look at Korekiyo. He is a maniac serial killer who would continue to murder haphazardly until his own demise.
Yeah.
In order to save other people from being killed by him, he has to die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid that somebody like Kokichi has to die. Look at how many deaths he's already responsible for.
Yeah.
Don't!
It would be no different than the killing game that has caused us so much suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing the remnants of despair or Kira would do. Death Note.
Well, I think that's too extreme an example.
Yeah, they're all just... They've all... they've gone too far the other way.
Yeah.
And they've kind of always sort of done that to a degree. Flip-flopped from one extreme to the other.
Maybe.
But this is the most extreme.
Well, when it comes to Kokichi, as I've said before, I'll forgive anybody that asks for it. And we've even talked about it specifically, but he ain't asking for it.
Oh no. No, he isn't.
If they don't get rid of him, what do they think is going to happen?
It's just gonna get worse.
Now, the thing is if the killing game is still going, you can't kill him.
That's correct.
That's a reason not to kill him.
Yes.
Okay,
But Kaito said that killing is wrong, remember?
I knew it.
So we can't. I don't know, Maki makes sense.
Okay.
Fine. If everyone thinks that way, then I'll listen to you guys.
Well,
But if it seems like anything dangerous is going to happen, then I'll definitely kill him.
Oh.
Wow, Maki's actually reliable?
No.
No, she's dangerous. There's nothing more dangerous than a heated Maki roll.
Yeah. I was just thinking about hot sushi in it. Yeah.
If a Maki roll gets too heated, you could burn your tongue.
Do you want to die?
Did you see those eyes? They were like a predator looking at its prey.
Well,
You may have deserved that one, Himiko. Nice sheet bleat. But it's true that this is quite unexpected. I didn't think we'd be able to stand together as one again.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And it's thanks to Maki. While we were sedentary, feeling sorry for ourselves, she was planning. It's almost as if doing something instead of not doing something can save the day.
Preposterous.
I suppose it might also be thanks to Kaito. Because Kaito was worried about her, she promised to work hard to do her best. Of course, if I pointed that out, she'd ask me if I wanted to die again.
wait a minute.
Then she just turns and is like, do you want to die? I didn't say anything. You were thinking it.
What are you looking at?
sorry.
Ah! Huh.
Hey,
Let's do our best. Then the three of us can train together again.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
It seems like a training thing. I know we've said it before, like with everyone involved would have been really helpful.
Yeah. Open up the club.
Yeah.
Okay, my God. No. The scene might actually end. It might be a risk. But we'll move forward like 3 more lines.
Okay.
We finalized our plan to get into the Exisol hangar tomorrow morning. Until then, we would wait for the electro hammers to recharge and finish preparations. We split up, focused and determined.
Time for free time events.
All right.
First, we need to charge the electro hammer, but I shouldn't just stand around waiting. It's time for free time! Because there has to be something I can do! Nice job, Mr. Ultimate Detective. That was a wise call, Shuichi.
It's very wise of you to go and do more free time events.
But your talent is useless now. The mystery of the killing game, the secret of the outside world, the mastermind's identity, they're all solved. We don't need a detective anymore. This is the true ending. No, that's not true. There has to be something I can do. The true ending is always happy in the end. At least, at the very end.
All right.
Usually. I will scout the area. It'd be a good idea to check out the scene before we execute the plan, so we know what that means.
Oh god, yeah.
I am worried about Kaito.
We took a gamble on 3 lines and we failed.
He's hurt and he's sick. I'm sure he doesn't want me to worry about him, but I have to.
Okay.
All right, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It just feels weird, doesn't it?
The narrative kind of feels like it's taken a weird turn.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I suppose we'll see how it goes.
Now